Walking through the lonely streets, I hear the thumping of their feet on the paving stones. I am not alone, hearing their breath rattling, whilst the other cattle sing their songs contrived about their quiet lives. I know that I've been chosen, and now my eyes are open wide.
You are listening to Interpol X, a Happy Jacks RPG podcast actual play in Monsters of the Week, powered by the Apocalypse.
Alright, I think that's everybody. Hello!
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 Hello, I'm Adam.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
You're full of lies.
I'm not. I'm Jason, and I am filling in for Adam this week to host our Happy Jacks latest episode 6 of Interpol X.
Yay.
And we have players.
Yes. Hello, I'm Kimmy. I play Liliana, and I actually am, in fact, in the service of a demon.
And what's your playbook?
I am the spooky.
Fact.
I'm Mike. I play Christian the Wronged, and I like knives.
And the very newest of new additions to our nonsense.
Hello, I'm Sam DeLev. You may know me from Geek and Sundry's Shield of Tomorrow, Saving Throws Tempting Fate, or Plunders and Blunders podcast. But today, I will be playing Sonny Smith, the Mundane.
Yes.
Excellent. So Sam joins us from the internet, basically. Just that's where they live.
Okay, just to be fair, like we were all playing games together long before any of us started
Well,
streaming
that's true.
games on the internet.
Yes, this specific group plus Adam actually like this was going to be the big
like reunion show.
Yeah.
And then he chickened out.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he's a big wuss,
No.
and nobody likes him
Technically,
anymore.
he had to work.
Like a wuss.
Like
Yeah.
that matters. Who would put a job above roleplay time?
Hey,
Well,
get you a job can do both.
well, okay, fair. Oh, God.
It's okay. We're preparing the young people of today for tomorrow. So that's an important job too.
Yeah,
I left
all
my
right.
job so I could do this once every 2 weeks.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
That was a good trade. That's a good trade.
Life choices have been made.
So our story tonight is going to pick up a little bit after where episode 5 left off. I want to leave a little wiggle room for Adam to wiggle in the space.
Because there was a lot to wiggle with last time. We ended in a pretty epic place.
And I watched the video like 3 times. I'm still not super clear how to move forward exactly from there. So we're going to pick up like a couple weeks-ish. Not important to write down how many. And we're just going to have another job that we're getting called out to do.
Okay.
And also part of introducing Sam's character. So what I'd like to do is a little recap from the two of you who were there.
Okay.
And then we'll roll into a how do we know Sam's character, and then see where we go from there.
Awesome. Have you guys already done connections, or are we going to do connections at the table?
We'll review the. I think, a bunch of the
Got it.
connections are done.
Cool.
And Sam will reveal those for us.
Fabulous. Cool.
So recappers, what do you think? It's like kneecapping, but different.
Yeah.
I took a recap to the knee once.
Oh, boy.
So we were in that house.
Yes.
And we were going downstairs, and the Scorpion King guys were down there, which were like centaurs, but instead of pretty horses, they were scorpions on the bottom half, which is super nasty. And we also ran into Dave's character, whose name I can't remember.
Wait,
Got it?
He was a big
a-
impression.
Yeah, he was a spell slinger who actually was amazing because he was a conductor, and so all his powers were like music based.
Yeah.
So it was like all sound, like he made sound walls.
It was Tomas.
It was there we go. Thank you.
I think I wrote it on the other side of this.
And so he was great. So we fought those things.
Yeah, and in the course of fighting them, I got stabbed real good and then
did.
I stabbed them real good, and then our blood got together in me, and now I have Wolverine powers.
Bloodborne pathogens are a real concern that everyone should be concerned
Yes.
about.
Especially demon blood.
Even
Yeah.
demon scorpion kings.
I will say, I've done this every other year for 12 years at my school, and no one has ever mentioned demon blood, and now I'm mad.
Oh, I thought you had done demon scorpion blood every year for 12 years.
Unrelated. That's a different story.
That's much cooler than the bloodborne pathogen training.
So my character now has some slightly monstrous abilities that he may not fully be aware of at the moment.
But I am.
Yeah. And I also know something much darker is going on with Liliana than I previously knew.
Yeah.
And she was already pretty emo.
Yeah.
So, that's...
Yeah.
So, what's to be done about that?
Nothing imperfect as is.
We'll see.
All right. So, also, just to add to that, Aelith is on a mission to save Jefferson Snodgrass Plank from himself.
Good.
And is fully tied up with that. And she's gotten word to Interpol that Jeffy, is contending with some difficulties in the Fae, and she can't leave him.
Right.
Like, literally a bird delivered this message to the office, right? Like,
A little bird told you.
yeah, like,
It's amazing.
okay, the Fae is weird and a strange place. And, but anyway, Aelith is bound, like, they're dealing with Fae in court promises. Like, Jefferson got there and immediately made up some promise that he didn't mean, but it's the Fae in court, and you don't make promises that you don't mean
Yeah.
in the Fae in court. So he's a dummy.
Yeah.
And Aelith has to save him. And she can't leave, or she forfeits her right to save him.
Yeah.
So that is my perfectly reasonable explanation of why Aelith isn't here tonight. But more than capably filling Aelith's boots will be Sonny Smith.
Definitely. Super capable. The most capable. I'm excited.
So, how did Sonny wind up at Interpol?
Well, Sonny's wanted to work for Interpol for a long time and has worked at Interpol in the Crimes Against Humanity division and definitely got along with their supervisor. I don't know why he put in to have me transferred. I don't think I had an attitude problem or anything. I mean, I know he didn't like my attitude, but I was just being friendly. I thought that was great. And so he put in for me to be transferred, and so now I'm here, and I've totally been briefed, and I understand everything that's going on, and this is going to be excellent, and I'm going to do a great job.
And we had talked a little bit about the supernatural hook that got you specifically transferred to this department when your transfer came up. Do you want to talk about that a little bit?
So, funny thing about that, it was just a little bit of a coincidence, but sometimes that happens, and so you spill coffee on someone outside of Interpol headquarters, and you feel really, really bad about it, but it turns out that it's a Fae shapeshifter who was on their way to meet an assassin who was going to kill, apparently, my new coworker.
Oh.
And I had no idea that shapeshifters had a weakness to nutmeg flavored beverages, but spiced cocoa can apparently be deadly or at least damaging. That happened. Oops.
Yeah, that's a great point. I wonder if Aelith smells all the nutmeg moments and it's just like, oh, how can anyone eat that? Like, in real life, my wife is deathly allergic to peanuts, and everyone's first reaction is like, oh, no, you can't have peanuts, or they smell so good, they taste so good. She's like, actually, they smell like Drano to me. Like, it smells like garbage death, and death, and both together, and I don't, like, it doesn't smell good, I don't want it, I'm not missing out, no thank you, because it would kill me. Like, that's, yeah, nutmeg, no thank you. I like nutmeg in real life.
Yes.
It's hard to overdo it.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Well, so who was going to be assassinated?
That might have been Liliana.
What?
little
Who would want to
bit.
kill Liliana?
That is.
I have no earthly idea, but it's a very good thing that didn't happen.
Hold on.
I'm so endearing.
Do you want that list alphabetically or chronologically?
Let me get to the bottom of the list, and we'll just see who can.
I think that chronologically would probably be the best way to go about it. Just, because then I can relate it to the year, because since, before World War I, it's been some time. Many people want to kill me. It's a thing.
If you're just listening along, I did a really funny comedic bit of flipping through my notebook as if I was looking at a really long list of names, and it was very funny, and I'm sorry you didn't get to see it.
We all definitely laughed. You heard us laugh
Yeah.
uproariously.
That's how that worked. Well, here we are. And were you, Sam, made aware that the Interpol headquarters you work for now is in, wait a minute, where are
Lyon.
we, Germany? Oh, Lyon, yeah, Lyon. Yeah, okay, so you're in the Europe now. Yeah, okay.
I took French in college. It was super helpful.
Excellent. Everything mundane, is that what they call the character?
That's a word that you could use for me. Yeah. I prefer to think of differently special.
So that playbook often harkens to tropes like, let's say, a Xander from Buffy, or...
Can we not?
no, someone else.
Anybody.
Bad.
No pressure now, but think of anyone else. Yeah.
I can't think of other words.
I don't know. The guy who was a human on Roswell. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Team.
Is that guy a bad dude? Is it? Did I
I've
step
never
on
watched.
it?
I've never
okay.
watched Roswell. I don't know.
No, I mean the Buffy character that I named.
Oh yeah. Some people hold the opinion that Xander is a garbage person.
Oh, okay. The character or the actor?
The character, Xander.
Oh, okay.
I don't know about the actor.
No, all right. Well, anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
We learned a thing.
Our story opens today with the agent Dudenhofer. I think I've got that right.
Dudenhofer.
Close enough.
I have that written down here.
Yeah, I have. Oh,
Dudenhofer.
my character sheet's here somewhere, but
What's that?
Dude, no.
Dudenhofer
I'm excited.
is our sort of commanding officer in the Gray Notice division of Interpol, and he has to call in a briefing. He says, "Okay, well, I'm gonna not do a German accent because I can't. So too bad, everybody. Actually, you're welcome is what that is." But he
Just do Heidi Klum. It's fine.
phrasing.
Come on, man.
Okay. Bye, Sam. Okay, so
God, we need more beer.
Your commanding officer, Agent Dudenhofer, calls you into the conference room. It's a big room, could sit probably 10 or 12 people. It's just the four of you in there. And he says, we were hoping, Aelith, we'd be back at this point to accompany you on this mission, but the time has crunched far enough, and our resources are spread thin. We just have to send you to make sure this doesn't reach critical timing. It should be a fairly smooth breaking in mission for you, Agent Smith. The information we have seems like this is relatively innocuous. We need to just check it off as a non-issue and move on to the next thing. All right, we're fairly sure that this is some nonsense, but that's what we investigate until it's real. So always keep your guard up. Here's what we've got. This young woman in Wisconsin, Emma Miller, has been writing to us for several years. We're not sure how she learned that she could contact us. We wrote her off as a crank for a while, and now she's starting to give us information that lines up in weird ways. And historically, we have had some hits on sort of hauntings and just strange goings-on in and around some Wisconsin towns. So Emma Miller contacted us as somebody who is been up close and personal with, believe it or not, the people who were surrounding the whole Slender Man episode of there was a stabbing committed in 2014. The people involved successfully made insanity pleas and are being tried or carrying out their sentences now. In some cases, that's still being figured out. And Ms. Miller is telling us that she has more information about that case, that it is more than just a couple people who did something horrible, and it may have been brought on by some outside force. We wrote it off for a while. At this point, she's given us some information that seems like it may be more pertinent, and we need you to go out and investigate and see exactly what's going on in the woods in Wisconsin. It is very cold in Wisconsin, so take your warmest gear and good luck.
Just keep ending up in frosty places.
I'm not worried.
It's okay. You can totally just wear flip-flops and shorts this time of year. It's totally fine. I did it all the time.
Why would anyone wear flip-flops and shorts?
Comfy!
Well, maybe in southern Texas you can do that, but too far north for me. So what, are we still hanging out or are we heading out now?
Well, that's up to you. I was just looking up the weather in Wisconsin. Yee. It hasn't gotten above freezing in days.
Yeah.
So
I say that we leave right away. And the sooner we leave, the sooner you can be back to wear flip-flops.
it's so much better in that accent.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, we get the company jet. No one has to fly economy at Interpol, so that's nice. It's funny because they probably flew you over in economy for like the final interviews and stuff.
I mean, yeah, in Crimes Against Humanity, we always flew commercial economy. They always put me in the spot where you can't recline your seat.
Oh, back by the bathrooms.
Yeah.
They don't.
So this is great. This is going to be awesome. I'm so excited, you guys. And it's so good to see you again.
I know. You've been ready, still keeping up with the horses?
No.
Me neither. We went to horse camp together.
Can they sit together on the plane?
Absolutely. We can catch up. It'll be wonderful.
Oh, it's like a big open.
Well, I'll be
it's a
drinking
private
lots
jet.
of whiskey.
Oh, good.
That sounds like a beverage.
Yes, it certainly is.
So we're heading to the jet in Lyon, and let's do a quick sort of flashback panel of how Sonny has links to folks.
As mentioned, we went to horse camp together as children, young tweens, because my grandparents were rich and thought that I should get some horse riding skills, being Texas people.
Yeah.
So I got sent to a camp in, what do we call it, Appaloosa, which is in some state.
Yeah, Wyoming, probably. I don't know. Sure,
I'm guessing.
they have horses.
So, we rode horses together and hadn't seen each other since. And now we're
Sweet.
in Interpol together.
Yeah.
Again.
What are the odds, right?
Very low, I would think.
Yeah. And this is totally not a place where inexplicable and odd coincidences would happen.
Nope. No, not at all.
Definitely.
Did you have a connection with Liliana's character? Or the character Liliana?
Some might argue that foiling an
right.
assassination inadvertently counts as a connection, but I just consider it to be a brand new friendship.
Yes. Am I aware that you did that? Like, do I know that you inadvertently saved me, or do I think you just like knocked in somebody over and I thought you were a klutz?
Go for it.
Okay.
Up to you.
Okay.
Choose.
It's pretty conceivable that they would have like caused this, and then there was like a follow-up investigation.
Yeah.
And then that
Would know about
and
it.
then we had to recruit them because they know too much.
Yeah.
And
That makes sense. I like that. Cool.
Something like that, if that works for everybody?
Yeah, totally.
Okay. Did you have any connections in mind for Aelith? Just selfishly, I'd love to know.
I mean, Aelith is the one who read me into all of this.
Right.
And I thought it was really cool, and she's really cool, and I'm going to be really good at this new job.
Oh, boy. Okay. I like it. Okay. I was warned earlier, too, that my Wisconsin accent can turn into Scottish, and that's just because all my accents turn into Scottish, which is why I played a character with a Scottish accent. So if that happens, too bad.
Yeah.
Just keep listening, because that's what's happening.
Yeah. One thing before we move on. Jen Human gave Sam Help a Player.
Excellent.
New player love. So basically, it's like a Benny token. So you get to, when you roll, you can choose one of the dice to re-roll if you spend it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Also,
Thank you so much.
It's also equivalent to rolling 3 dice and taking the 2 higher ones.
That is a sensible way to do it.
Yeah. Our version of advantage.
Or pick the one that you don't like and re-roll it.
Yeah.
And get the same number again? How'd that work out?
That sometimes happens when you roll 3. It's the same.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
It's more dramatically
Yeah.
interesting.
Is it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it when I say, well, you couldn't roll any worse than a 2, and then you roll a 1?
Why do you bring that on this house?
Yeah, knock on wood. Oh, that's
Not real wood.
But it's usually this. Doesn't
Phrasing. Sorry. Go ahead.
It's not phrasing, it's just literal.
It's still funny for people who don't see the tabletop.
Could the video even... You know what?
No,
even
it
the
doesn't.
people watching right now can't see the awesome table that we
I
have.
posted a picture on the internet, so
All right,
they can
well.
go find
So,
it.
Sonny, I assume they hit you up with the usual standard issue Interpol weapon.
Yeah, I have standard Interpol nunchucks, I have standard Interpol hockey stick, and I have my standard Interpol transport bicycle.
Fantastic. I give everyone I work with a brand new knife.
That's true.
Give you a giant blade.
I don't know how to use this.
Well, just keep it in your bag for emergencies.
Okay, will do.
That is a great idea at the airport.
We're already on.
Well, a private jet.
Right, we still have to go through the
They
airport.
were just in my jacket. It's fine. I have a system. Don't worry about it.
All right.
I mean,
You
you
are
guys are
responsible.
carrying guns, too. Like, there's way worse than that.
I have complete faith in your system.
Thank you. Finally.
Garbage drinks.
So flying on a plane, drinking whiskey, sharpening knives. That's what I'm up to.
All right.
So,
So
Tuesday.
we have the dotted red line across the map of heading to Wisconsin and
Name a city we're going to?
the Waukesha, Wisconsin.
Oh, trying to trip you up.
Oh,
I'm not
I was going to say like middle Wisconsin.
yeah, mid Wisconsin, lower Wisconsin.
Just
Yep, nope,
let's
you
keep won.
going.
Yeah, we're
You won
going.
the
You got
internet.
it. You got it.
No, Waukesha, Wisconsin is you have to fly into. I assume Wisconsin has a big city, so you fly into that, and
A city.
yeah, and then you have to drive up to Waukesha's down in like the bottom southeast corner of Wisconsin, so you'll have to get a van.
Chicago.
I think
Twin Cities.
who's your driver? Boo?
Yeah,
Is that
Boo.
Is that the transpo?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So Boo flies over with you, has the van, everything is arranged when you get there, has horrible case of strep throat and is unable to speak while you're there, and is doing her best and doing all the driving, everything, but is not very vocal because Adam has this great voice for this character, and I cannot sully it with my half-assed voicery.
Wait until the full ass is present.
Yes. Adam's full ass is required to carry that off.
As it so often is.
I'm really excited for him watching this later.
He's probably watching it right now going, oh, God.
No, he's not here because he's at work, so...
But he's on set.
Oh, that's true. He might have downtime.
Yeah.
He hasn't texted me yet, so
So you're doing fine.
yeah.
Oh, he texted me. He said, "I'm super fired."
Already.
Okay, so we get a van ride through Wisconsin. It's very cold. So, like in the 20s in the daytime at the high. So,
Okay, I might actually strongly consider wearing a jacket.
Just
Yeah.
once, I'd like to go to the desert. I was in the mountains.
we went to the desert in the first game,
tundra.
nerd.
It's not enough.
The polar regions technically are a desert.
Oh, boy. It's true.
Yes.
Just nerds.
Fair point.
I'm not used to being around nerds.
So,
It's a good thing for you.
Yeah.
I did talk about having a jacket, but do we want character description
Oh,
of
yeah,
Sonny?
that's a great idea.
down.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So, Sonny has short, dirty blonde hair and blue eyes, and they're trying to keep that hair neat, but somehow it's just irrepressible. And they're wearing a button-down shirt and khaki pants and a really nice tie pin, and it would look super professional if not for the fact that the tie is a Lion King tie.
Oh, right. Lion King.
Nice.
Yeah, okay.
And that is Sonny.
Excellent.
Important question.
Jinx.
Is it all the Lion King characters or one specific character?
It is not quite all of the Lion King characters because it's kind of a skinny tie,
Okay. Very cool.
but it's as much of them and as many of them as you can fit.
Nice.
Sweet.
I have my cold weather leather jacket.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you're all like the black leather cool
Oh, yeah.
guy outfit, right?
Definitely. I have to be a cool guy.
Okay. And,
I'm just wearing my
Fortunately,
normal
it's very
clothes.
cool.
yeah, all right.
I'm steaming a little, probably.
Does Liliana, I forget if she wears like a suit or a...
No, she wears like a
hide.
leather jacket like this one, like with a high collar that's like always like buttoned and
Oh, right, to keep the snake warm.
yeah. Shh, no, to hide it from prying eyes. It's fine.
I'm wearing a very sensible jacket.
Yeah, mine's like the same one I wear always.
Yeah.
I probably have other outfits, but
Boo's like the most normal looking
yeah,
of, like...
I'd probably look just fine if I was like walking down in downtown LA, but like in the snow, it's a little bit like.
Yeah.
They're just assuming that you're engaging in upper Midwestern machismo of cold.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to compete for the...
Right.
Yeah.
Not that I've lost all sense of temperature.
Nope, that's not it.
That's not
that couldn't be
You're
it.
just
'cause-
winning at machismo.
Right.
Yep. You are the most macho.
Yeah, totally. I am.
So the drive just takes a few hours to get down to where you're going. Can't go super fast because there's ice all over the place, just randomly. Some of the roads are great, some aren't, and eventually you end up kind of on back roads. Waukesha is kind of a small town. It's the kind of place where you get there and there's the church with the pointy thing at the top. I think it's
Steeple?
The
called the
steeple.
roof.
Oh.
It's yeah, it's a steeple.
Nailed it.
Yeah, they did. There were nails involved, and but it has that classic, like there's the downtown main drag. There's there's like a hardware store and a diner and this is small town middle America.
Right.
Everything you're picturing right now is correct. Yeah, there's that steeple church. There's like a fire station with one fire truck in it, and they're out there like washing the fire truck in the middle of winter.
Like you do.
Yeah, this is the town, and you have Emma Miller's phone number. When
The
you
chat room
arrive.
would like me to bring up. It's Waukesha. Waukesha is the name of the town.
Oh, Waukesha. Okay.
Yeah, I guess the second two syllables are the ones that you like.
Oh,
put
I
the
thought you were doing it for
emphasis
humorous
Waukesha.
effect.
on the syllable.
Oh,
because
okay.
then you would be saying Kesha, and so you were deliberately mispronouncing it
Oh yeah.
for more Kesha.
I don't know enough about Kesha to do that on
I will
purpose.
tell you later.
Okay, great. We've got a whole car ride.
They found it very entertaining.
Waukesha. Is that right?
Waukesha. Shaw.
Waukesha.
Waukesha. You have
All
to say
right.
it like
That
it's
is
capital in the
not
typing.
how that's spelled, but okay. I trust
just
the
won't say
internet.
it. Yeah.
The internet's not going to steer me wrong.
The chat room's not going to lie to you.
No, that would never happen. Love you, chat room. So you have Emma's phone number, and here you are in the town.
I can't believe Dudenhofer only gave us the phone number, not the full address.
Well, I'm sure that if we call her up, she'd be more than happy to have a bit of a visit.
Why don't you give her a call? I feel like you're the best people person here.
Terrific. I would be happy to.
Agreed.
All right. I will call Emma.
All right. Couple rings. She picks up. Hello?
Hi there. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm fine. I don't want anything that you're selling.
Oh, no, I'm not selling anything. Am I speaking to Ms. Miller?
That's me.
Hi. I'm with Interpol. I was told that you contacted us.
Wait, are you for real?
Yes, absolutely. I'm very much not fictional.
Can you give me your badge number?
Absolutely. It's 4966433.
She's like, oh, all right, you can hear like a pen scratching in the background.
That is not my number. No. But it'll take too long to check it because there's no mechanism for that on the publicly available Interpol website.
Yeah. She says, okay, well, this is, I didn't realize they were actually sending someone out to meet with me. This is great. Are you're in Waukesha now?
Yeah, we just made it in. We were hoping we could come by for a visit if you were available.
Okay, yeah, I'll be in town in a few minutes. Can we meet at the diner?
Wonderful, sounds great.
All right. I need a name for this diner.
Hell yeah, gonna get some pancakes.
Name me a diner.
Gerald's.
Flappy Jacks.
Yes,
Flappy
Jacks.
Done.
Toads have really bad at names.
I think I just stole that from
did.
Dave.
It's a real place
Was
that
it
we
Dave
keep
that-
trying to get like a
Field
like,
trip.
field trip there, but
All
it's
right.
just far enough away. I don't remember where it is. It's just far enough away. We're like, oh,
That's too much effort.
it's like
Yeah.
a lot
Anything
of
more than
places.
2 blocks in Los Angeles is too far away
All right.
from me.
So
True.
it's the Flappy Jacks diner. And
Makes me so happy.
if you've ever been to a Greasy Spoon diner, you are picturing this correctly.
Excellent.
It's Formica tabletops. There's the quick bar where you've got the little round stools with red kind of farty vinyl when you sit on it.
That's adjective 2K18.
Yeah. The booths have that same red vinyl and the like big poofy strips. Yeah, head in there.
So take a table in the corner facing the door so no one can sneak up on me.
Yeah.
Pie. Very
Does
important.
anyone sit
Pie.
with him?
Do you want any pie? I'm getting some pie.
Yes.
I'm gonna sit on the opposite side of him so that
Apple
she,
pie.
yeah,
Yep.
so that they can
I'm
sit
also
over
getting
there.
apple
Yeah.
pie.
All right. Yep.
Hell yeah.
And
That way, she, what's her name?
Emma.
Emma. Yeah.
Emma. Yes, so that she can come sit next to me when we come in, and that way they can sit next to each other because I don't want to sit next to them
Right. Yeah. Okay.
because they can like horse camp together.
Sure they can. Go
Yeah.
camp some horses.
Yeah.
Camp Appaloosa,
Yep.
home of the Applejacks.
Good time.
Those halcyon days, and it's only gotten better since then.
For some people.
So after about 20 minutes of being there, you guys have been through some pie and some real bad coffee and whatever else.
I haven't eaten anything.
Okay.
Definitely cocoa.
Have we ever seen Liliana eat on camera?
I can eat. I haven't.
Yeah, I was like, that's a different question than was asked.
I think
Person wants some of this? It's really good.
At least
I am
twice.
sustained. I'm fine.
At least twice, the waitress comes by and says, "Well, you folks just haven't lived until you've tried our pancakes. I mean, they are the best in 8 counties."
Oh, no, I definitely have pancakes. Yeah, give me some of them pancakes.
Hon, are you sure I can't get you anything?
Blueberry
I am
pancakes.
fine. No, I'm fine. I am on the, what do they call the diet?
No, you're missing out.
Yes, I'm sure.
Well, I have very strong feelings about pancakes. I would like some.
All right. So after about 20 minutes of there, you guys have got your food, sort of muscling through the experience of sitting across from Liliana, staring at you while you eat.
I'm good for it.
Still better than the plane ride where I sat there not sleeping the entire 14 hours.
Just eyeing you.
I'm completely not disconcerted in any way.
I was very drunk.
But after about that 20 minutes, you find out why Agent Dudenhofer didn't give you an address for Emma Miller. A Winnebago RV pulls up outside, and out hops a young woman who your first instinct is like a nearly 30-year-old. The way, like, hair's kind of just messily put back, no makeup, no, kind of a, well, yeah, she's got a big heavy jacket on, but she comes inside, unzips the jacket, there's like just a denim shirt and also blue jeans, so I mean that kind of tells us a lot already.
Height of fashion, absolutely.
And you realize she's actually quite a bit younger than you know, when she comes in, gets closer and sort of interacting with her, you realize like, oh, she's like barely 20, you know, not really sure how old she is, but I mean, she comes in, you guys kind of stick out. I think in this town, there's a lot of flannel in here and zero flannel at your table. Oh, is your character wearing flannel as well?
Absolutely.
Oh, well, that's going to throw off her radar.
They did say that there was a flannel shirt with the Lion King today.
Oh, right.
Yes.
I totally missed that.
Yes.
Okay, so the one flannel and two black leather clad
This is
hooligans.
I am very Midwesternly relatable.
Yeah, you look like their local guide, sort of like the city slickers are in, and they need a guide because you speak local.
Sorry, just to go back. Did Dudenhofer give us any like background on this particular case?
So Emma's been writing to them saying that she has information that Slender Man is real.
Okay.
This meme from 2009, and in 2014, I don't know if you're following along at home. There was an actual real life crime committed in 2014. It was horrible. Fortunately, nobody died. But we're kind of basing this a little bit in reality, and. She's saying she has information about that crime. She has information about future crimes. And based on what she's been sending in, she keeps saying, like, I know when the next one's going to happen. It's next year. It's 6 months from now. It's 3 months from now. And now it's like 2 weeks from now. And she's been saying the same time over and over. And Dudenhofer was like, we got time. Push it.
I know meetings like that.
Yeah. And there are other things where, like, Ifrits were setting cities on fire, and, you know, we had other stuff to do.
Yeah.
So
They were trolls, you know.
there were trolls. There were, they were eating miners, and
That's so funny.
we got a lot of mileage out of that joke.
It's still getting.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, the odometer ticking.
There is no pun finer.
That sounds like a challenge.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
I'm going to move my microphone, so apologies in advance, everybody. I'm sure this will go smoothly.
Yeah,
Sam's noise.
Meanwhile, I drew the
anything I
worst
did.
Slender Man. Here's the worst Slender Man.
That's vaguely male and slender.
For those of you viewing at home, this is definitely the best Slender.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're just listening in, this is a fantastic drawing. He only did this in 5 minutes, and it looks exactly
God.
it does in the online representations. Definitely don't go to YouTube and look up what we're talking about.
Not at all.
Or ask a friend to describe it for you.
I doubt we will tweet it.
Yeah. That's
Okay,
that won't
so
happen.
Slenderman's real, and he's coming to get us, and she has some information.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Lovely.
So when she comes in, you also see Yeah, we don't have to roll for this. There are a whole bunch of eyes. Like, you guys got some looks when you came in, but it was the, like, weird, city slicker, out-of-towners, normal. When Emma walks through the restaurant, it's the, we know this girl and are repelled by her, right? Like, they know her well enough to be like, ooh, like, the waitress makes a big, like, circle around the other way, and you can even hear, like, I heard she wasn't allowed in here anymore. That sort of thing. But she just looks around, realizes she recognizes everybody else, and goes straight to your table. I mean, this is a town of like 50,000 people.
Yeah.
So it's somewhat, but those are all spread out. But it's the kind of town where if you live in town, like you see all the same people every day. Yeah. It's or at least recognize, even if you don't know everyone, you recognize. And apparently Emma Miller has a reputation. She's like 5'6". It looks like she has short blonde hair that was cut with scissors herself. As a, like, I'm tired of dealing with this, but doesn't own clippers to do it properly. Or doesn't want to go that short. So that, just got that out of the way. Just blonde. Maybe is wavy if it grew out a little bit more. Hard to tell. Very pale skin. She's maybe native to Wisconsin.
We have genetic similarity.
Yeah. And
to be clear, Sonny, not I have 0.0% Wisconsin in me.
Yeah, but Sonny and Emma may have some shared genetic history. Yeah, she bustles in, sits right down, and says, "Okay, great. How much do you know?" And she's super intense and like out of breath, having just walked the distance from her RV, which you could see is parked right out front. Okay. Right? So she like did speed walk in here, and has this like unblinking, ready to talk to you.
Well, our commanding officer told us he might have a little information for us about something coming up in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, to put it lightly. Okay, we probably shouldn't talk here. They don't like it when I come in here, so we could just go talk in my truck, if that works for you.
Is that standard operating procedure?
Perhaps some public place outside.
At this point, the waitress comes over and says, "Y'all, everything okay over here?"
We're doing lovely, thank you.
Yeah, we'll take that check.
Yeah, okay, that's sure. I'll bring that right over, hon. I mean, there's no rush, but yeah, I'll go get it for you.
And also 3 pieces of pie to go.
I think there is in fact a rush. She was lying.
She's like 5 feet away. All right, so yeah, check's arranged. She brings the pie over in these little styrofoam boxes, and.
All right, so why don't we have our van nearby. Why don't we go take a seat in there and talk?
Okay. Yeah, fine.
Cool.
Boo was sitting at the counter as also like kind of like that backup agent of like, oh no, there's only 3 agents over there.
Yeah.
But got like a big thermos filled with bad coffee and whatever.
You get one of the pies.
Oh, thank you.
Pie to go. Oh, I guess the other one's for Emma? Or you just have 2
No,
pieces
it's
of
just
pie?
2 for me.
Yeah, all right, I get it. You got 2 hands, so yeah. All right.
And I have small hands, so I get 1 slice of pie.
All right, so you head out. Emma follows you to the van. Seems to not, like, a regular person or your average person is a nicer way to say that, because she's weird. Okay, your average person maybe would go like, oh, how about some badges, or I don't know if I want to get in a
There
big,
is not an adequate level of anxiety about getting into strangers'
yeah,
van.
Yeah, this
Got
big,
it.
big black van that
Great.
you guys are all getting into, and she's just following you right in there, like ready to talk.
All right.
Did anyone read the file that Dudenhofer sent with you?
I feel like
Homework nerd? Okay.
Making a good first impression.
New job
I don't
nerd.
think. I think
Yeah.
new job nerd.
Yeah.
I don't think they're quite like Ravenclaw about this.
Yeah, I
I don't
get
think
it.
they were going full Hermione. But
I probably read it so I'd have a tactical advantage, but not like
Sure.
analyzing.
Yeah,
Like,
okay.
So I skimmed it for. Are there any weaknesses? Anything I need to know?
Yeah.
For you two, and actually we'll have to see if Liliana's had any experience with actual ghosts, but this, it basically reads like, I know a ghost, I know where it is, and I know what to do about it before it kills again. All right? And that's, like, even at Interpol, like, you guys deal with a lot of weird stuff, but, like, ghosts haven't ever come up at Interpol.
Ghosts?
But you've been around for a long time, so has Liliana ever had to encounter a ghost?
I'm probably aware of them, and I know that they're a thing because people sell their souls, so their souls have to be a thing.
Sure, yeah, they wander around sometimes.
Yeah,
lost.
but I doubt I've probably ever like faced one or even bothered.
Yeah, I think probably in your experience, ghosts are like, sure, there are some spirits that wander around, but they don't do anything. Like
Right.
they don't rattle chains, they don't bang doors shut. Sometimes there's a presence, and
Yeah.
So violent ghosts are definitely not a thing.
I think, yeah, does that feel okay for setting wise?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So the details of the file are that Emma knows, like she had detailed information about the stabbing from 2014 and was able to connect some dots and has since become a successful ghost hunter in the last 5 years. 4.5 years. And so she is a successful ghost hunter in the state, mostly in Wisconsin. And Wisconsin apparently has a bunch of haunted stuff.
Okay.
I was doing some reading.
So she has actually hunted ghosts then?
She is presenting herself in the files
as a ghost hunter.
that Sam's character has read as the premier, like, Sherlock of ghosts, right?
Premier ghost hunter of Lower Wisconsin.
Right.
And the greater
and Upper
Illinois.
Wisconsin.
Great Lakes region.
Yeah, Great Lakes region. Yeah.
She's watched Supernatural and carries around a bunch of salts and thinks she's super qualified.
Any of the details that she had on the stabbing, things that weren't publicly available.
Yeah, it sounds like you would like to investigate a mystery.
That sounds good.
Let's
Yeah,
roll
make the
a
first roll.
die or two.
How about 2?
Okay.
2 sounds like a good number to roll
Dos
dice.
Disos?
Radical.
Dos Disos? I don't know if Disos is dice in Spanish
Don't
or not.
know.
No?
Not even
okay.
slightly.
I failed.
Hey.
All right. So that is a plus sharp. So
Yep.
that would be a 10.
Oh, nice. Okay. So on a 10,
first roll.
you can keep some of these as holds, but you have 2 holds. You can burn through both of them right now or hang on to them. We've got a list of questions to choose from here.
I do.
What kind of things would you like to know?
Let's see. I'm not sure about the extent to which any of these necessarily pertain to my initial question.
Yeah, what was the initial
Whether she had knowledge that wasn't publicly available,
Oh.
effectively, was there anything in the file to suggest that she has anything independently verifiably useful?
Not independently verifiable, but she claims that a ghost made the people who stabbed their friend, a ghost made them do that.
Okay.
And that like in her letters, like you have a big stack of letters from the last 3 years. And it's probably digital, but whatever. She is providing what she thinks is proof, an explanation, and this is how this happened, and here's how we can prevent it, but I can't do this by myself, and I'm worried that history is going to repeat itself because of the cycles that she's detected. That's kind of that's a good starting point for that canvas.
Great. What is being concealed here? That sounds like a fun question.
As you're putting things together, the amount of research that you're able to do with Interpol's database and the things that Emma is writing about, Emma has hit on things that even she doesn't realize are connections. Like she's referencing numbers and symbols and rituals that she's been doing to keep this threat at bay. And you're like, oh, no, actually, the threat just is legitimately due next week. Right? Like she hasn't actually extended it at all. But a bunch of the symbols seem to reflect like Fey runes. Runes of the Fey, not Faerun from D&D.
Too late.
So,
Headcanon.
the concealed thing here, even concealed to Emma, because at no point does Emma say, "Look at these runes of the Fey that I discovered."
Right.
But you, like the markings and things, you start putting them together, and you're like getting pages and sticking them sideways and lining them up. You're like, oh, yeah, she's actually keyed into something else here.
All right. Cool. Questions?
And then you've got another hold to hang on to, or which you can ask now, or hang on to and ask later when it comes up.
Let's do that second one.
Bank it. All right. It's in the bank. So now we're sitting down in the van, and who's up front in the driver's seat? The four of you are in the. It's one of those nice vans where like the seats can turn around, and, face the middle. The front two turn.
Yeah.
So, Emma says, I can't believe you guys actually came. I thought I was going to have to do this by myself, and I'm pretty sure the ritual is not possible by myself. Fact. Sonny Smith, you're aware of this.
That's very correct.
I don't want anyone else to get hurt.
So why don't you tell us a little bit about, how you found this creature, how you've communicated, how you gotten this information?
Well, it took a lot of research, but the main reason I was able to get what I got is I was there when everything happened in 2014. I saw it from upstairs. Not upstairs. I had come over to my friend's house. We were going to meet up. The three of them were going out into the woods when I showed up. I had really originally said I wasn't going to make it, but then I was able to make it, so I went, and they weren't answering my texts. But I followed them out into the woods, and then I was going to sneak up on them and scare them, right? But when I saw the blood, I did not sneak up on them and waited for the other two girls to go, and then made sure I called 911 and we got help. But watching it, there was a moment where I could see they were possessed or something came over them and they weren't themselves, and they did what they did. She's just, and like the character Emma is having trouble talking about this.
Sonny's going to be rubbing her back and just kind of being a comforting presence.
Yeah, that is helpful to her in this moment. Just for fun, why don't you make a charm roll for me?
Okay. 7 plus 9.
Oh, that's a 1.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, 9.
Usually the symbols are the big ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's really
what-
unusual, but hey.
No, that's what, but I mean, there was a 6 right next to it, so.
Yeah, exactly.
Context clues.
Bat is the loneliest number.
Oh.
Pushing sad Batman.
Darkness. Okay. So, we're not doing a literal manipulate someone here. We're just doing a kind of a custom move. But, yeah, I think with a 9, there's probably a little bit more we can get out of her, but without a 10, we're not going to get a bunch more out. So, I mean, she's wanting to say, but she's also kind of getting caught up in her own. This is a pretty horrific memory to dredge up. So, and she's living out of a Winnebago. She's not been getting the care that she should have been getting over the last 4 years. So
I'm gonna interrupt her. I'm like, okay, clearly this is upsetting. So, all right, fine. You saw something then, but what makes you think it's happening again? What's gotten to you since then that makes you think that, I don't know, you weren't just seeing something out there in the woods?
Well, the symbols have started to pop up again around town, and I've seen them, and the patterns are all lining up. I can show you in my RV. I've got maps, and everything's laid out, and it's just glaringly obvious.
All right, I'll take a look at that.
I'm going to use telepathy
Oh boy, what's that do?
to reach into her mind a little bit and just kind of, it says you can read people's thoughts and put words in their mind. I'm not going to put words in her mind, but just kind of, so I roll.
This isn't a thing that she knows is happening to her.
Well, maybe.
I mean, if she's got a power where she can sense it or something, maybe.
But like a normal human probably wouldn't.
No.
Or if you roll a critical failure.
Oh yeah, then
Yeah.
all sorts of things, fun things happen.
Crazy things happen.
But that'll never happen.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
So basically, I just want to get some clarification on the story she told us. Like, see what she's seeing in her mind to see, is this some sort of weird PTSD reaction to having this happen to her friends, or did she actually see something in the woods that we should maybe be concerned with?
Sure, yeah.
So, I roll investigate a mystery, but I get to add weird instead of...
Oh, okay, cool.
That's what makes
Instead of
it.
sharp?
Yeah.
You're a weird investigator.
Yes.
What's that?
8, 9, 10.
Ooh, 10. Juicy.
Dang.
All right. So first, I'm gonna give you a little bit of layout because these memories are very fresh in her mind, and so it's fairly easy for you to get this image of the going out into the woods.
Okay.
And you see, it's.
Do you want me to do the investigate mystery questions, or are you just going to describe
Well,
it?
I'm going to give you what you see right off the bat, and
Cool.
then you'll
I
still
can
have
ask
your
questions
2
about it.
hold. So, no, not that bat. Sam's dice bag looks like a bat. I don't know if you held that up already.
This is just an actual little beanie bat that hangs out with me at all
Yeah.
my
Oh, it's not a
RPGs
dice
and
bag?
No, it's just a bat.
It's so cute.
It
though.
just hangs out with me at all my RPGs.
Excellent.
It's my sweetie.
So you see the scene through Emma's eyes. Her girlfriend's up ahead in the woods, and so there's 3 girls up there, and 2 of them are intoning some kind of, you can't really hear clearly what they're saying, but it's definitely the mode of like ritual incantation, right? And then these knives come out of nowhere, but in the kind of misty morning, the outline of a tall, slim figure superimposes kind of almost above and kind of meshed with the 2 girls with knives. This tall figure meshes with their bodies and is pantomiming their actions. It's a fairly see-through, diaphanous image, but both of the girls with knives have these twin, tall, slim figures. I mean, the figures are probably twice their height. They're like 8-9 feet.
Okay.
You know, and these are
Very clearly no way they're human.
right, and these are 12-year-old girls.
Yeah.
So, they, yeah, and you can see that, like, you see this because of the mist that they displace, the early fog, and it also is, like, the mist is fairly bright. You know, it's the morning sun, it kind of lights up all that glare, and this is like a darkness in the mist.
Got it. Okay.
That definitely could be mistaken for something else, but there's a presence there
There's a
for
presence.
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, two presences in effect.
Okay. So I'm going to ask, what sort of creature is it?
The creature is not a ghost. Is part of the answer, right? Like you've had some contact with actual sort of wandering spirits. This is the what do you call it? Like a manifested form of an extraplanar being.
Got it.
And we know that the Fae is an extraplanar space. So, yeah, these are manifested forms of extraplanar creature. Can't definitively say Fae or demon or something else, but you can tell it is. It has all the markings of having pushed through into our reality at a temporary way.
Got it.
And as the scene plays out, you can tell they wanted these girls to kill their friend, and when she doesn't die, the figures like they're really trying hard to make this happen, and then they fade out and go away.
Got it. Okay.
And then you see Emma going on to help her friend. I mean, you've got with a 10, you've got that whole memory laid out of that whole day, which is not a great day, but you've got all those details.
Okay. Cool.
Do you want to ask your second one or hang on to it?
I'll hold on to it.
Okay, great. So one hold on investigate.
Well, I'd like to take a look at the RV and see what we got in terms of maps and...
Yeah, Emma's
Locations.
excited to walk you in there.
All right.
Why don't you go in the RV? I will watch.
Yeah, keep an eye out.
I'll watch from the outside.
Yeah.
I'll be back up.
All right.
In the RV? Okay, great. You go in the RV, and this is very much... what's the character from It's Always Sunny? When he's got
Charlie.
It's Charlie's big connection map.
Yeah.
Corkboard.
Except it's not a corkboard. It's the that shitty fake wood stuff, furniture, not furniture, like cabinetry that goes into an RV. It just pins are just jammed into that.
Okay.
All right.
So all of the cabinetry of the RV's like kind of crummy second-rate kitchen covered in maps, and they're all the unfolded AAA maps seamed together at the to make a big old map that's like 8 feet wide, 5 feet tall, of the basically entire southeast quarter of Wisconsin. All right.
Fun fact, Christian has a room just like this.
So he's right at home.
Yeah, this is normal.
It is. The RV has the scent of sweaty desperation.
Hence
Familiar.
why I'm watching outside.
Yeah. It is. It's not a nice place to be, even for somebody not psychically or magically active. It is this like charged space that is almost like you walk into this space and you're like, wow, this is a place. That's such a great, that's a 2K18 description of the year. This is a place. But it's like, it's a place of power. Christian has been in places of power where rituals have been performed or whatever else. It has that sense. I don't know what this experience is like for Sonny. It's like the hair on the back of your neck goes up. It's the arm hair. I don't know if Sonny has arm hair. But it's that like full body, like I'm aware of everything. That feeling.
Yeah.
It's like keep looking over your shoulder, like.
Yeah. Like what was that sound? Oh, it was nothing. Probably.
Yeah.
It's probably fine.
I remember Liliana does not do well in Fey charge spaces, so. Hey.
There's definitely some kind of supernatural, like a background count. It'd be like if you had a supernatural Geiger counter.
Yeah.
It'd be like like just going nuts.
Am I sensing any of that from the outside?
Yeah. When you walk over next to it and kind of just, I don't know if you would touch the RV, but like, yeah, it's sort of coming off it. You also have a distinct sense of unwelcome.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't touch that. And walk over, I'm like, oh, I know this. This is that gross moss stuff.
Yeah.
feeling.
So I'll take a look around the van. Is there any? I'm looking for anything I might see in terms of patterns.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Right away, you can see.
I was hoping I'd roll a dice.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's better. Let's do that. I forget sometimes.
This is a game we don't roll dice.
Why don't you investigate a mystery?
I was keeping it vague just to
Yeah.
lead it. Oops.
That's a 1.
That is a 1, and
7 plus your sharp.
that's a 6 only. So, so yeah, I'm
You got a -1 sharp.
no, I got +1. That's 6. 5 plus 6.
Oh, it's a 5.
5 plus 1 is
5
6.
plus. I thought it was a 6.
Yeah,
Well, you could have pulled that one over on me.
I know.
Okay, so on a 6, we should have something uncomfortable happen.
She farts.
More like Christian does.
Oh no.
No, see, it's so much worse when somebody else does it, because then you're like,
Yeah.
do I acknowledge it? No, I'm just going to sit. Oh, it's bad.
Oh, it's bad.
I can't
Yeah.
open the door.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
It's her house.
Oh gosh. Oh golly. Well, but you really let that one go, didn't you?
Because at least if you do it, you can like acknowledge and be like, I'm so sorry, guys.
Yeah, that was-
Let's open the door. I apologize.
Well, that one's on me, everybody. Sorry about that. Oh gosh.
So what?
Oh,
so,
don't worry.
I'm just kidding. Don't be farting.
So what happened?
Okay. I have an option of something bad that happens unless you've got something you want to go with.
No, to me, it's just like I'm looking at the map. I'm not seeing any patterns. It's just, oh, here's some symbols that I don't
Yeah.
recognize.
We're going to come back to you in a minute.
Okay.
Sam, Sonny notices Christian kind of looking around, inspecting everything there is to inspect. And there is a collection of dangling things from the rearview mirror. And you see together, like if you were to line all these, oh, they're all round, that's interesting. And if you were to line them all up, together they create this like 3-dimensional pattern.
Oh.
Right? And it is kind of cool. Christian is staring at it like it owes him money.
Hey, what are you seeing?
No, you just be quiet for now.
Okay.
Hey, buddy. How you?
It's so there.
How you?
It's nearly there.
How
can
you doing?
almost see it.
How are you? Hey, buddy.
Hey, so can I show you this part of the map over here?
Yeah, sure.
Adrian-
Just a moment. Hey, buddy. Friendo.
And
Wait, is he all right?
Yeah. No. Everything is definitely super, super cool. Thank you. Friend.
So you have a choice. You can keep staring or take a harm and look away. Sort of a headache-inducing. It sure would be nice just to keep looking at this.
yeah, I'm gonna like. I think the poking snaps me out of it, but ow.
Okay.
It's like yes, shit. Dang it.
Also, I should say this is the. I can't remember what the exact word for it is, but there's harm, and then there's like
Grievous harm.
Yeah, this is like the not
Yeah.
not that bad. Like it'll go away.
Yeah.
You know, in a little while.
Yeah.
But if you're gonna fight right now, like if you fight Emma,
Yeah.
you have 1 harm. Don't fight Emma.
Okay. So I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, I snap out of that, and I'm
man.
like, what the hell is that? Dangling.
Oh well, this is part of what keeps my RV safe. Are you okay? We kind of lost you there for a second.
Yeah. Ow. My brain. Yeah. Anyway.
Oh, well, that's never happened to me before. That's
Yeah, I'm not seeing anything here that's leading me to believe anything.
Are you, She, I I think maybe Sonny's going to notice this right away, and you're not, and nobody has to roll. So, I mean, you, Christian, are not going to notice this right away. Sonny goes and to the... so there's the driver's seat, and she kind of leans past Christian to get to that center console between the driver's seat and the passenger. You were kind of stuck staring at this thing from the rearview mirror, right?
And Emma's sort of...
Wait a minute. RVs don't have rearview mirrors.
They do sometimes.
They have a center console
They
hanging
have
thing.
a, hey, what are the kids doing back there?
Oh, yeah.
They have to
Okay,
hang
good.
the dice from
Good.
something.
Man, I didn't want to get internet shit for that later. So the dangly things there. So she kind of just leans past you to the cup that's there and dips her fingers into the cup that's sitting next to the driver's seat, and she's going to come around. You can tell what she's going to do. She's going to flick water at him. So I don't know how you feel about that. I mean, it's the water cup sitting next to the driver's seat.
Oh, hey, friend, this looks so neat. So where did you get this? And sort of interposing myself and
Oh, so she can't flick water at him?
doing just a bit of a body block
Okay.
there.
You made a really good impression on her in the beginning, right? You had that
did.
10 charm roll?
It was a 9 charm roll.
Oh, it was a 9? Okay.
But it was a 9.
Okay. Yeah, that is pretty good. And for the situation, so we've got these two people like kind of jammed in between the driver's seat and passenger seat. Are you backing away from that a little bit?
Once I turned away from the headache, I started moving back towards the back of the van to look at another section.
Okay.
So I had my back turned.
Okay. So she realizes you're trying to get in the way, right? But she doesn't do anything to push you or get out of the way or move. She just turns her head so she can whisper to you, and she says, "Your friend was caught in my demon catcher." She whispers more quietly than that.
So I still have a hold for investigating mystery. Can I ask, what can it do, this demon catcher thing? What do? I know it sounds kind of obvious on the surface, it catch demon, but...
Yeah, so I'm going to give you 2 bits of information. One, it is not a demon catcher, right? It is, it actually should be called like a... It would be more accurate to call it like a hypnosis device, right? Like it's a actual successfully crafted magic item, basically that
Little mesmer prism.
Right.
Demon pause button.
Right, exactly. And it's meant to look like that. It's got all these symbols on it that make it look like it should be effective to demons, but like it really should trap anything out of the ordinary. Like an ordinary human is probably not going to catch anything on it. It's meant to catch your any kind of extra natural, supernatural.
Yeah, okay.
If there was a free-floating spirit in here, it would probably get stuck on that.
Okay.
Sort of like flypaper.
Got it.
Okay.
Anything a little bit magical, so not necessarily full-fledged, but...
Right.
Part demon.
Yeah. So she says, your friend was caught in my demon catcher. I want to flick him with some holy water to be sure.
Oh, no, he's grade A-okay. No worries there. Where did you get that thing?
I'm going to need a charm roll to dissuade her from this.
Absolutely. I would love to give you a
This is like her obsession.
Yeah.
Let's see. That is not good. Let's spend that reroll.
Okay, so yeah, you can reroll
Yeah.
one. Also, just so you know, all our characters also have a luck track.
Yes. And this is not what I'm going to use it.
Okay, great. You read about that.
Good choice.
Yep.
Terrific. For those tuning in for the first time, we all have like 5 or 6 luck or however much it is.
Better.
7.
And
good.
if
See,
you...
re-rolling.
Fantastic. Well, somebody can do it.
Hey! Shh, don't you jinx me with that nonsense.
Yes.
Don't you bring the...
Just to finish, the luck track, if we burn a luck point, which is non-renewable and can never be gotten back under any circumstance. I think an advance can get it back or something. Get 1 luck.
Mundane also can get back
Oh,
too.
mundane.
Ooh.
As a standard improvement.
Oh, sweet. But if you spend one, you can look at the roll and go, no, that's a 12.
Okay.
You just set both dice to 6. Yeah,
it's a 12.
It's a 12. You're like, yep, okay, you spent a luck point. But when you run out of luck in this game, it's real bad.
You ran out of luck.
Yeah, and you're pretty much done. Like your character's borderline retired at that point. So that's a tough position to be in.
Retired is usually a euphemism in this line of work.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's a total of 9.
Okay, 9's a much better roll for let's not flick him with holy water, right?
Yeah. No flick at a...
Okay, so with a medium success,
I really wanted that existential crisis to start.
yeah, her response is, will you check him?
Oh, we absolutely have Interpol protocol for this sort of thing. Don't you worry at all.
Okay, so then my keeper question,
Yeah.
does Sonny have any doubts about him being a demon, or is this some nonsense magic thing that this girl made and it had a weird effect on your friend?
Well, I can tell that it can... I know from the prep work that I did when I took this job when I was transferred that about the nature of what this is, and I just figure that my friendo has been working with the supernatural a lot, and it has probably rubbed off on him.
Okay, so Sonny genuinely believes this.
Absolutely.
line
Yes,
of-
that is...
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good thing I didn't go in the RV.
For so many reasons.
I don't know why you would say that.
I did get to level up on that failed roll. By the
Oh,
way.
Nice, nice.
Terrific.
Advance. Do you know what you want to take
Demon
yet?
powers.
I have better armor now.
Oh, good. You mean from the monstrous playbook?
Yeah, like after I took those stab wounds, I put some chainmail inside one of my jackets that I wear.
Okay, so it's worn armor. It's not
Yes.
not from the
Oh.
monstrous playbook or something like that.
No, that was the last advance.
Yeah,
one.
yeah, okay, great.
Because I failed so many rolls in the last game.
yeah,
It was so epic. It
I
was
got
amazing.
I watched. It was
4 more
amazing.
slots.
It was
so
amazing.
In keeping with being a very green agent, I still haven't marked XP this session.
Excellent. You almost got to.
I almost got to,
Yep.
but then I decided not to get my friend flicked with water.
Yep. Okay.
Which I
So
appreciate.
so the result is
Would freeze on me.
the
Totally have protocol.
with the partial success, she's gonna kind of give you the benefit of the doubt right now. But and you know this, Christian is getting the eye, right? Like she is watching his every move, and if he tries to do something like I'm gonna just put this in my pocket real quick, like that would not go well. So
I'm not even the one with the snake. God.
it's tough when one of the things I love about a story system like this, and that I don't always love about D&D, is like in D&D the magic always works every time exactly as advertised, like a machine, you know.
Just ask the wild magic sorcerers.
Well, they signed up for that. They knew what they were getting into.
That's true.
Yeah, you know, like when a wizard casts ice wall, it works every time, no matter what. And I like it. I like a little like, uh-oh, what's this gonna do in my magics? Like when Aelith tries to teleport with people. That only goes well.
It doesn't only go.
This fills me with confidence for the first time that I try it when I actually meet player Aelith.
Okay, so that's kind of our setting right now in the
Yeah.
RV. She's done a bunch of research. She has some half-baked magical equipment here. It's like
Yeah.
actual functioning. She knows enough to be dangerous in a very literal sense.
All right.
And really does, I mean, she is basically on the right track. She's just not hunting ghosts like she thinks she is. So,
A lot of
A
dangers.
little bit of knowledge is dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So, Betty, how was that mirror charm? How you doing?
I'm all right. I just got a headache. I don't know. I've been feeling weird lately anyway. It's probably just a hangover. That's all.
Well, you were drinking a fuck ton.
That's true.
Yep. Accurate. Accurate.
We make a weird roll for me, please.
Sure.
Michael?
That's a
You are super weird,
9.
Okay. You're also getting little overlays of. So you were staring at the charm, and that's mostly what you remember. But you realize too that the charm is sort of see-through, right? It's like translucent, so you can see the street through the windshield, through the charm of all these layers when they line up. Sometimes they would move around and they weren't lined up properly, and that's kind of what was messing with your head. You kept wanting to go just reach out and hold it still and look through. And now that you're walking away and you're kind of looking at other parts, you keep getting little flashes of this little disc in your vision was looking at sort of like the upside down version of the street outside. You could see the hardware store across the street, but it was kind of dark and gloomy and raining. But it's bright. It's a bright, clear, super cold winter day, but it's blue skies as far as you can see. So, and like 10 in the morning. So, yeah. So you're getting little flashes of that.
I'm going to just kind of an aside say like, this all looks crazy, but I think there might be something to this.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a good something because I don't think she fully knows what's going on, and that's kind of dangerous. Oh, hey, so tell me about this map.
Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah. Okay. So so I have the main cardinal points of our state's ley lines. I mean, they go a lot further than the state, obviously, but she launches into a whole technical description of ley lines.
Definitely taking pictures and definitely not texting Liliana about what's going on in here.
Okay.
That is absolutely not what's happening, Jason. Why do you accuse me like this?
So you just took pictures and texted them to Liliana?
Took pictures, but mostly texting, updating her about what has been coming to pass and my impressions
Sure.
of Emma Miller.
All right. So you're receiving text message updates.
Yes.
I imagine.
Welcome to character knowledge.
Yeah. It's not like the phone is the beep 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 beep. I was all great there. I'm gonna kind of read it as it goes, but I'm like, I can't text.
I thought of a better description when you were walking by and you were going to put your hand up to the RV. You know, when you have opposing magnets.
Oh yeah.
That's the kind of feeling of it wasn't painful.
Yeah.
It wasn't,
It's just a little
buzzy or anything, but it was just like, whoop,
No, that's not
nope.
what I
Nope.
I like
No,
that.
I'm not supposed to touch that.
Yeah.
Okay. I won't.
That was done said.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Emma goes through this whole explanation of how she has come to realize that the woods outside of Waukesha are a convergence of ley lines, and it's actually if you look and you compare it to the crime scene notes from the thing from 2014, it is exactly aligned, and for someone the police would look at this and go of course it aligned up to the traumatic thing that you went through. Of course it did.
Yeah.
You went through the worst thing that no 12-year-old should have to see that, right? That's a nightmare forever.
Yeah.
So the rest of that though, these symbols are not necessarily symbols that you really recognize because you haven't had a lot of exposure to the magic arts yet.
Nope.
But there are some things you recognize,
Sure.
You've seen, Aelith has a lot of tattoos.
Yeah.
So, her left arm is all sleeved up, her right arm is not.
Yeah.
But I think she's. Yeah, we've always been all geared up to we've never been in short sleeves and shorts or
we
whatever.
probably were. At Christmas we're all wearing our Christmas sweaters.
Yeah.
No.
Ugly sweater.
That is false.
Well,
Eh.
most of us were wearing our Christmas sweaters.
Incorrect.
What did you ever do with the
I set
wreath?
it down.
Oh yeah, the
Left
wreath
it
was
at
just
the house.
accidentally
Yeah.
left at the thing.
Oops, I set that here and leave it.
No protection from the Oak King whatsoever.
No, I feel like that would almost have like made me sick too, though. I feel like it probably
yeah.
had that same kind of like magnet thing you're just describing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, thank you. Give me something that makes me sick. Very nice.
So I don't know. Like these symbols have been popping up. Do you know where the next is? Are there any more that are scheduled to pop up by your estimation?
Well, Emma says, I'm not totally sure what each symbol means. I've just seen them repeating, and my internet searches have shown a lot of kind of what they're meant to suggest. It seems like ancient calendar indications, and to my best estimation, things are lining up. I found some ways to measure it. The ley lines are getting stronger. They've been getting steadily stronger for the last 2 years. It seems to have some sort of ebb and flow, and we're nearly at the peak.
Well,
I assume the veil to the realm of the dead will be thinner.
sure.
And yeah, she's seen too many movies.
Okay. Well, usually I don't like to go hunting after something unless I know how to kill it already. So, is there anything?
I mean, the main thing I wanted help with is the police wouldn't give me any backup to go save whoever it was that's being attacked. I don't know if we can fight a ghost. I mean, these things were barely missed when I saw them. I don't. Well, what are you gonna stab it?
We're gonna have it. Is there any opportunity for us to?
Keeping in mind as the keeper that Emma's testimony is not always reliable. She's
Sure.
an
I have
unreliable
no idea
narrator.
what you're talking about.
She is our best lead.
But we are going to perform a full investigation in keeping with Interpol protocol, and we are going to contact you when there is more that can be done.
Okay, that's a relief. Best estimate today is Monday.
All day.
Hopefully, my measurements suggest like Tuesday or Wednesday next week.
Gotcha.
So 8 or 9 days, the ley lines will be maxed out and the veil will be torn, and the ghosts will be able to possess some more kids. And
Gotcha. Veil will be maxed. Lays will be torn. We will get back to you.
Do you have anywhere on these ley lines that you might want us to take a look at in person?
well, there's the place in the woods. I can't go back out there, but I mean, there's the big convergence that you guys could probably go out to without me.
Well,
right then, there's a bang 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 on the window. That clear like flashlight knocking on a window sound, and a guy in a big brown sheriff hat. And I mean, let's just go Sheriff Hopper. I mean, he's so good. I love that. What's the actor's name?
David Harbour.
David Harper.
Harbour.
Harbour plays Hopper.
Yes.
Which is in no way confusing.
No. He's our sheriff in this town. And
Excuse me,
Did
officer.
he sneak by Liliana's?
oh,
Come on.
oh,
Yeah,
right.
how's
Sorry.
that doing? Hey, other
He's
player.
coming
Cut to Liliana.
Yeah, he's coming the other way. So there's the RV. Your van's parked behind it, and you're kind of just keeping a lookout there. So from the front end of the RV direction down the sidewalk, the sheriff's coming along, and he doesn't really acknowledge your presence right away, but you can see he's immediately exasperated when he recognizes the RV, and is heading up there to knock on the window.
Excuse me, Constable. Is there something that I might help you with?
What'd you call me?
It's officer.
Oh,
Police officer.
I'm Sheriff. Oh, I can't do Hopper. That's too good. Sheriff
Stone. Rick Stone.
Yep, Sheriff Rick Stone.
Rick Stone.
Yep, that's canon. You did that.
Yep.
Sorry
Oh,
about smacking my microphone,
I
everybody.
didn't say I was bad at naming things. Many times.
Or fantastic. Sheriff.
Sheriff Rick Stone.
And you are?
I am standing here.
Right, okay. I need to talk to the driver of this vehicle. Is there something you need?
No, my friends are inside with her.
Well, okay, they need to get out and she needs to move this car.
Is it not in a parking place?
That's between me and her.
All right, then. You may speak with her.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
He bangs on the window. He says, Miller, I told you not to park that car on Main Street, park that truck on Main Street anymore. You need to get moving. And Emma flips him off through the wall where he can't see her. And is then like, okay, I'm moving, just fine, just give me a minute. And she raises her voice because she doesn't want to roll the window down. And she says, okay, well, I gotta go back out to the RV park. It's on the south side of town. You can call me if you need anything. I'm glad you guys made it. We've got plenty of time to be able to solve this.
We will be in touch.
Okay.
So we're gonna pop out of the van.
Charming place.
The what?
Sarcasm.
I
that is-
didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said charming place.
Oh yeah, it's real nice zone. Anyway,
When the two of you come out,
Yeah.
you're leaving the RV as well?
Yeah. Why'd she try to flick holy water? Maybe holy water, maybe just some water. How's that work?
well, she's not.
So the sheriff is still here on the sidewalk.
okay,
right?
I was sort
yeah,
of-
yeah. So when you come out of the
Yeah.
RV,
I figure he's just going to keep pressing her. Thing.
the sheriff is kind of he sees that Emma's getting in the driver's seat to he turns his y'all have business with Emma?
Yes.
What
By RVs.
is that right?
Yes.
Yep. Yep, what she said.
And she's selling that rig?
Well, we were hoping so, because it is quite old, and sometimes old things are worth quite a lot. But so far, she seems not interested.
We are a little worried about, her ripping us off. What can you tell us about her? You know anything? You might be able to give us a little
Nice.
Yeah.
That was
little
smooth.
background.
Why don't you make a charm roll
That was
for
real
me?
smooth. That was real smooth.
She's less of a mystery, unless there's something from the mystery roll that you want.
No, it's all right. I'll.
Yeah, I think you're manipulating someone because he's not inclined to give you any information.
That is a 10.
Oh my goodness,
Yuppers.
you're so charming.
Well, I charm with tough. It's my.
Oh yeah, because you're.
Well, I'm wearing leather. He's Rick Stone. We have a rapport.
yeah, that makes
do.
perfect sense.
Now you do.
We're tough guys.
Yeah.
Romancing the stone.
So
Romancing the stone.
Yes, exactly.
yeah, I mean he is a cop and he's professional. Like he's not going to just tell you everything he knows about her.
Yeah.
But here's what he gives. Well, she's. Well, he also doesn't want to fuck up a sale because he hates this RV. I'm trying to think of he wants you to buy this thing and get out of town.
We sort of see the pinwheel
Yeah,
spinning by
yeah.
his head as he thinks that.
Yeah, I
through.
don't mind giving you that because you're like you're plugged into his
Yeah.
process right now. He's like, well, I mean, that RV's not that old. I mean, she takes really good care of it, as you can see, and there's like rusty bumper and But I mean, Emma, she's lived here her whole life, and she's a local. She's very reliable, which is hard for him to make the words come out together.
I'm not even going to waste a telepathy roll on that.
He is lying.
Lying.
Even Sonny picked up on that.
Lying.
I'm glad we both went to that place.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, officer.
Sure. You all enjoy Waukesha.
Thank you.
And he goes into Flappy Jacks.
Yeah.
So I'll let Liliana know we got a location. We got the spot where this happened, which I assume we knew anyway from the crime scene photos.
Yeah.
I feel like it might be worth it to head out there, maybe check out, see if there's anything.
Yeah, get in the field.
I think that is a good idea.
Definitely.
I think we may be dealing with something coming in from another plane or something.
Seems to be fey in nature.
Could be, yes.
So yeah, we'll grab Boo and.
All right. So you guys drive out, head down.
Well, what time is it? Still middle of the day?
Yeah, it's like 10:30 at this point.
Yeah.
A.m.
Good. I don't want to be going over there at nighttime.
Good. Brunch pie.
Spooky. Said pie and pancakes for breakfast. Awesome.
And now brunch pie.
Yes.
As we're driving over there, Sonny definitely has brunch pie.
So much eating and so many bathroom breaks. We have to do so many things with these people. All right.
Yes, being an organism is so terribly difficult.
I remember it was quite a hard thing.
All right. Well,
Well, did I say something? Yes. But yes, to the site. I think that is a good idea.
All right.
all right.
Pull up.
Yeah, Boo takes the wheel. You guys head out to County Road 3, and
County
then
Road 3.
a couple other roads. No, it was something, I don't remember exactly what it was. But yeah, you make your way out of town, another 15 minutes or so. It's not very far. And you are the closest point on the road to the point in the woods that are marked.
All right.
So and you've got a whole bunch of cell phone pictures and the research in the file that you had. So you've got a lot of data to go on. So we want to go take a look at the woods.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's all right, as you guys head off into the woods, it is frosty cold outside. It is, almost 11 a.m. and it's still under 30 degrees. So, I mean, you've been in colder, but it's very cold. And there's that wind as you're on the road. When you get out of the car, there's this real cold wind going by. You get out. Once you get into the woods, even though all the trees are stripped, I'm pretty sure this would be a deciduous forest. This one is. So it's all the naked skeletal bony trees. But when you get into the woods, the wind cuts down a whole bunch. And it definitely has a feeling of you've passed into the woods. Like 5 steps into the woods, the wind cuts out. And are you singing it in your head right now?
I've been quoting Sondheim inside of my head.
Yeah.
the entire night.
I could see it. I could see into the woods. Da, 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 da. Yeah, it's happening. So here we are in the woods.
All right, I'm gonna go check it out.
All right. It's probably about a quarter mile from the road to get into, maybe a little bit more than that, to get to the main point in question.
Yep.
As the three of you are moving ahead, Boo stays with the car, as per usual. And very faintly, you start to hear voices up ahead.
Okay.
Oh, there must be people. I'll keep going and check it out.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna be with Sonny with just. I have a loaded crossbow on my back. It's all good.
Okay. Just kind of held behind you,
Just
or
there, yeah.
Okay.
Just casual crossbow.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like a little bit behind them, not like so noticeably, but as we go, I'm gonna do my tune in,
Yeah.
which is I attune my mind to a monster. So on a miss, the monster becomes aware of me, but if I make a connection, I'm able to ask questions.
Okay.
That doesn't count as a roll. Oh God. Well,
What's the total?
That's the thing that happened.
that's a 3 total on the die. Yeah.
That went very well.
It went super great.
So
That
here's
got you experience.
yeah, you do get to mark XP.
And the monster knows where I am now. If there's a monster.
Oh yeah, there is.
Oh.
Because
And if there
spoiler,
wasn't, there is now.
Emma's math isn't super perfect.
Uh-oh.
I'm shocked. Shocked, I say.
Oh dear.
But you are getting a first-person view of from a much higher vantage point. You're like 8 or 9 feet up from the ground, and you are walking along behind. There's a like late teens, 19, 20-year-old guy and gal walking along, and their every movement is, you are mimicking their every movement, and you can feel yourself becoming more attuned to them as they move through the woods, and you can start to. This is tricky because Liliana is somewhat aware of herself. She's also aware of being this presence and feeling what it's like to be this presence. And what it's like to be this presence, this is going to get real meta, so stay with me. What it's like to be this presence is feeling what it's like to be this dude that it's following, right?
Okay.
The presence is following the dude. Another presence is following the gal that he's with. They're both about 19, 20, something like that. And
The chat room is like monsterception.
yeah, kind of. Yeah, if we're calling Liliana a monster, well, yeah, dark.
Kind of depends on the day.
And the conversation they're having, you can hear them talking. You can also feel the monster's jaw move. Like the monster, the presence is mouthing the words that they're saying to each other. And the words they're saying to each other is, they'll all regret how they treated us. They'll remember this forever. Do you have the letter? Yes, I have the letter. And as they're going, the guy reaches into the back of his pants, pulls out a gun, checks that there's a round in it, and then puts it back into his waistband. And their conversation boils down to a suicide pact that these two are going out into the woods to carry out.
Right.
So
the problem with my failure, though, is the monsters become aware of me.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
And
do I get a sense of like do I feel that?
Yeah, you get this like, wait, I'm really enjoying what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
But there's also something right now. I know what's going on behind me. So the real, I'm going to twist that a little bit. Like, yes, they're aware of you, but the real problem is that you're stuck in spectator mode.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And it's not a nice place to be. Like you've had conversations with some horrible creatures in your life, but now you sort of are like you can feel the anticipation and joy of being about to take a life, and that's not a nice place to be. Yeah, I think even for I don't know. I don't want to put words in your RP, but
no, I probably am super familiar with having that control being taken away from me.
Yeah.
So it's probably awful for me to feel like I'm the one taking it from somebody else.
Yeah, because these two people have had their control taken away, and the being is reveling in that.
Right.
Like it's absolute joy.
Yeah.
And it
my little collar probably like tightens a little bit just because like.
And it knows you're there, and you can feel it sort of dismiss that concern.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't matter.
Yeah. Okay.
Which
Oh,
might also be insulting for Liliana.
Excuse you.
Got a little bit of an ego about that. Yeah.
So we may have a chance to break out of that. Liliana was kind of hanging back anyway, so I don't know if it would immediately twig for you guys that
I'm probably moving weird.
I would notice a little bit, I think, and
You
I
think
might
so?
just
Okay.
Well, I've also kind of been keeping a closer eye on Liliana lately.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Tell you what, roll a couple dice for me. I don't know what they're going to add up to, but let's see if it's garbage.
Any modifiers?
Probably. What's that?
That's a 6.
Add your sharp to it.
7.
Okay. So yeah, you realize she's hanging back. I'm going to say it's not obvious that there's something wrong, but you can tell, like, oh, she's hanging back. Then you can decide what you want to do with that. Maybe that's enough wrong for you.
Yeah. I might just go back and check and just say like, hey, what's going on? You all right?
Okay, so Sonny, he's doubling back.
I am blithely charging forward.
Okay, great.
Do the bad idea.
Okay, great. You'll take point.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Don't worry, I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I hope you have my knife.
Yeah.
You told me to keep it on you, and I am the junior agent on this investigation.
Excellent.
Oh,
Half knife, half machete, really.
by the way, if you wanted to use your last hold from your investigative mystery, you have front row seats to any
that's
particular
true.
question you might want to
Yeah.
ask.
Good reminder.
I can think of one that I would want to know.
Yeah, I
What
want
can
this.
hurt it?
Wow, that's weird. I was looking right at that one.
That's so coincidental.
So, two things. Either just straight up like magic spells, right? Which, maybe you know a little bit about. Or a cold iron weapon.
Okay.
And you can feel that vulnerability.
Okay. So and so they're like Fey origin.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And we just got to help a player for Sam
Whoop.
from Buddha Day.
Sweet.
So
Thank you so much. I will probably need that as I rush into danger
they say,
repeatedly.
Sonny, all the love.
Yep.
Ooh, yay. Sunny appreciates love.
Sunny
And so do
rushes
I.
in. I love it.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Get used to it.
All right. What's this conversation happening in the hangback?
I don't think I can talk.
What's your side of this conversation?
It's like, what are you doing? We're heading this way.
You probably see me moving like weird, like different than you
Yeah.
see me. Not
Yeah,
like
yeah. The
people
kinda
who
like-
wouldn't- yeah.
like she's underwater.
Yeah. It's like, what are you doing? We're checking stuff out over here.
Yeah, probably not even acknowledging you.
Yeah, it's like like somebody who's doing an exaggerated backwards walk, except she's moving forwards.
Yeah, and that's really freaking me out right now. It's freaking me out like now.
Yeah.
So,
Yay!
yeah, Christian's like, cut that shit out, please. Sonny. What's going on?
How excessively far ahead have I gotten,
Yeah,
given
probably-
that I am charging forward?
Yeah, probably a bit. I mean, you weren't running.
No, but I'm definitely like, if they doubled back and I was going forward, it is definitely a going off
Yeah.
by myself kind of thing, and I think
Sure.
that is
You'd have to
a
really
fantastic
raise your
time
voice.
to have. Yeah, either you were yelling or I'm just.
Well, I don't. You were behind me. I don't see where she is. I don't see where they are now. I don't see where
Right.
Sonny is.
The
Okay.
chat room mentioned I'm probably saying that part of that conversation that's happening between those two
Oh
people.
yeah, you're like muttering.
You're like so I'm like muttering a conversation that you're not hearing part of.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Some real crazy talk about how they're gonna miss us and they're gonna regret everything they said to us and.
And I
Okay.
probably even have like a Wisconsin accent.
Oh yeah.
I probably sound like my voice, but these like
This
teenagers.
is too spooky for me. I don't like it.
Spooky 5 me.
Yes, very 3 spooky. So, yeah, I'm going to be like, oh shit, the ley lines. Someone with the ley lines. Oh dang. So I'm going to turn around and look for Sonny and try and get after them.
Yeah, it looks like Sonny. You could just see Sonny disappearing through the trees up ahead.
Oh crap.
Yeah, like if it weren't winter, you would have lost them already.
Alright, so yeah, I got to go. I've seen Liliana take care of herself. I'm going after Sonny.
Okay.
I'm like, oh crap. I need Ayla.
You know what fixes mind control is face slaps.
Oh, I don't want to do that to Liliana. This is a bad idea.
How is my patron reacting to me not being in control?
Oh yeah, I think this is the point where the time's up on like
okay.
the patron's like, oh hold on.
Yeah.
And like practically chokes you.
Yeah.
And when you
Snake just like squeezes.
Yeah. So when he runs off,
Mm-hmm.
that's the point where your patron's like, all right, we're done playing these games.
Yeah.
And as you almost start to lose consciousness,
Yeah.
that finally your spell breaks.
Yeah.
You know? Because basically you were stuck casting the spell.
Yeah.
And you had to
Oh,
break
right.
concentration. So
Okay.
your patron helps you
Yeah.
break concentration in a not nice way.
Okay. So I'm like kneeling on the ground, like gasping for
Yeah.
a minute.
No one controls this meat sack but me.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. That's exactly
Yes.
what it is.
Well done.
Yes.
That's canon. So yeah, you're in control of yourself, and you have a really clear sense of about 300 meters that way, something real bad's about to happen.
Okay. Take a deep breath. Stand up and like start heading that way pretty fast, but like not unaware running, not like blindly running, but like combat-y running.
Okay.
That's a thing. Yeah.
When it fights.
Combat.
How far ahead? How
The
far ahead
stuffed
is?
animal is a combat.
How far ahead has Sonny
Oh
gotten?
man, we need a communications officer who's what was the bat race that your character was?
Yeah, the sweet relief. Like my sweetie.
Oh, were they a comms officer?
No, they were a doctor.
Oh,
Who
okay.
spiked things with their drug spikes.
So if they were a communications officer, they would have been a combat.
They would have. Instead, the little athletic jumpy thing was an acrobat.
Beautiful. You're welcome, America.
And international audiences
And beyond.
and everywhere.
Yes.
Galaxy. What can I say?
Why?
All right, so you're rushing to catch up with Sonny?
Yeah, I want to know what happens with Sonny right now because
Okay.
we're all too far away.
What terrible things is happening to the awful, awful party splitter?
Sonny catches up enough to see glimpses of the two people moving through the woods.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna... Let's have a bad luck roll. Do you want one die, odd or even? Which one do you want to be good luck?
Let's say even is good luck, otherwise something odd happens.
Yes, okay.
Nope. Non-trade
Okay.
don't count.
Doesn't count.
Non-trade
Oh,
don't
oh,
count.
non-trade,
I
yeah,
have
non-trade.
a very...
Okay, so that's good luck, right?
Yeah.
By the way, that's not part of Monster of the Week. I'm just making shit up out of my ass, so...
A GM by homebrew rules as needed!
You catch up just as the guy pulls the gun out of the back of his pants and checked the ammunition that Liliana saw happen, right? We're sort of syncing
Yeah.
up our timelines
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
You see him, you go like, oh, there's two people up there. Oh, what's he doing? Like, oh, that's a gun. Right?
All right.
And then he checks it and then puts it back in the back of his pants as they continue hiking through the woods. So you see the people you're after, and they're armed. They don't seem to have noticed you yet.
Sonny charges in.
Oh, okay, great. Excellent.
Yep. For those of you who are learning about Monster of the Week, the mundane has an ability called What Could Go Wrong? Whenever you charge into immediate danger without hedging your bets, which I am doing. Hold 2. You may spend your hold to inflict a harm, reduce someone else's harm suffered by 1, or just take 2 forward on an act under pressure roll.
Okay.
This will go well.
All right. So
Charging is
you're rushing in to tackle someone, to get their attention. What's your, like, if everything went
Yeah.
perfectly according to plan,
Which it absolutely will.
what would you like to have happen?
I think I would like to play dumb and say hellosies while I'm waiting for my team to catch up. I am stalling like a Russian dictator.
Calling out to some fellow hikers.
Yeah.
That sort of thing? Okay.
Comrade.
Hello, fellow kids!
Yes. That's so good. Let's do a charm roll to manipulate someone.
Wonderful.
And this is still rushing in because this is really dangerous what
Oh,
you're
yeah.
doing right now.
Oh, yes. Yes, it is.
Also, I'm going to have this great cinematic moment where you're like, hey, fellow kids, I'm like you and I'm lost in the woods. So you're calling out because initially you just saw 2 young people hiking up ahead. But in that moment, you call out and you only see it because it's a little out of sync. You see the dark figures that are sort of puppeting them. They turn first and then the young people turn. But you didn't see the figures until you called out, right?
And they were out of sync, and that's
Yeah.
super dope. And now Sunny's seen it too.
Yeah.
Woo!
But then you're already
Yeah,
talking.
I have been charging in.
Yep. Oh, nice.
dang.
And that is a 12.
Nice.
Excellent.
I'm
You are manipulating them. They'll. So you're calling out to them. Tell me what you're saying.
Hello, fellow kids, since I've already committed to that line. Boy, it's cold out here. You guys going on a hike out in the middle of January? My goodness.
All right. They turn and the young lady. She's got shoulder length, wavy brown hair. Both of them are not dressed for a long hike outdoors, right? I'd say neither of them are. They are in like jeans and a flannel and an undershirt, right? Like kind of warm if you just got to hop out of the car real quick, but not enough. It's like 20 degrees out.
Yeah.
So they turn around and the woman says, "Hey, you got to get out of here. It's not safe in the woods right now."
I know, it's only 20 degrees out and you're barely wearing anything. You're going to get frostbite, honey.
And you're still walking towards them?
Absolutely.
Okay. And just so the scene's clear, they've stopped walking and you can see the big shadows behind them now.
Yep, and Sonny's play is completely holding them there and stalling by talking until the rest of Sonny's team shows up and can be competent.
Okay. The last part of that conversation so far is the guy pulls out the gun and wrecks the slide. And he doesn't shoot at you, but he points at you and says, "You get out of here. Don't worry about what we're up to."
Whoa, goodness, no need to point firearms at me on a hunt. That's poor gun safety practice.
That's true as well. But
Yes.
let's catch up to what Liliana and what Liliana and Christian are up to. In this, we're trying to sync up our timelines here.
Well, I'm coming out. I'm assuming I'm coming out into this clearing area as soon as this guy is pulling the gun.
Oh yeah, because you're running to catch up to Sonny.
Yes.
And you're trying to catch your breath.
Yeah, for a second. So
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah, you're going to be
probably-
one cut delayed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So, you hear that last bit of "you get the fuck out of here."
Poor gun safety protocol.
Yeah, and that's poor gun safety. That's just not very smart.
Well, yeah, I'm definitely I see the gun pointed and I pull out my own crossbow.
Yeah.
I have a crossbow. I'll use
Sure.
that.
Yeah.
And so you just put that down right now. And then I see the demons.
Yeah.
And then I say, oh, fuck.
Also, I believe in the last episode, did you guys establish that Christian sees a little bit beyond the veil at this point?
Yeah, a little bit.
Like he could see some extra stuff?
Yeah.
Okay.
Team Demon.
Demon.
Yeah. Yes, thank you. Nice.
Why am I seeing these things?
So you get quite a bit more detail of these incredibly sort of bone pale figures in what would kind of look like old timey suits. Really,
Yeah.
like tailored suit for an 8
I
foot
love that
tall.
that's what creeps them out. Not
Yeah.
their bone skin, their
Ugh.
old tiny suits.
It's their tailoring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
They're bald, pale heads,
Yeah.
big dark eyes, kind of pale slit for a mouth. Yeah, exactly what you drew. Precisely
Just like this.
for the camera.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Beautiful.
our artistic representation.
Here's my suit.
And
Make it old-timey.
and what you see in the kind of nimbus around them is that view you had in the RV of the dark, rainy background. And so you're seeing the woods kind of in the just the edge of what you can see of them and that dark mist. The woods you see behind them is the dark, rainy nighttime woods.
Yep.
So, and you also have the sense that they can see you seeing them. Does that make sense?
That makes it so much worse.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like they hadn't really responded to Sonny talking to them, but then they were really you can feel them looking at you.
Okay. I'm going to shoot it.
The figure?
Yep.
Or the dude that is
Nope,
puppeting?
figure shoot that thing.
Okay, and what's your crossbow bolt made out of?
Not cold iron, I'll tell you that much.
Well, let's see what happens.
Yeah, definitely.
So it sounds like we're going to kick some ass.
Yep.
Let's do that.
Sorry.
I know we're close.
Yeah.
We're short on time, but I don't think we've got too much longer.
We'll make this ass kicking real quick.
7, 8, 9.
Oh yeah, okay. You're gonna inflict harm on each other. They do have a ranged weapon of psychic nonsense.
Yep.
So they're going to deal 2 psychic harm to you.
Okay.
And what does your crossbow do?
2 normal.
Okay.
No,
so,
they're going to do 1 harm to you.
Oh,
I decided.
Oh, all right.
Ah, nice.
The presence of Sonny
It's a calming effect.
cushions the blow.
Very cool.
That psychic maelstrom.
So I have like another headache. Ah,
Yeah.
my brain hole.
And the crossbow bolt pierces through the mist, and you can see it swirl a little bit. And you could see the figure is surprised because it actually has an effect, but it's a very minimal effect, like a, let's say, 1 harm kind of effect.
Yeah.
And if it came down to a battle of attrition, it wouldn't go in your favor.
Sure.
But it did have an effect, and the being is surprised.
Okay.
So, for whatever that's worth. And this is probably the point that
Yeah.
Liliana catches up.
Yeah. I'm fucking pissed. Super pissed.
Yeah, you got hijacked.
Yeah, I got an yeah, like more steam than usual in this cold weather. Yeah, not happy. Probably a little bit of glowing around the neck, but I've closed my thing up because there's like, the kids. So I'm going to use magic,
All right.
and I'm going to
Nothing could go wrong with that.
nothing bad. I'm going to either, I don't know if this will work if I have to roll, bar a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature. So I'm going to
Okay.
try and make that area around those kids.
Yeah.
Bar it from those fade.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah, I
they
like
are.
it. And they're only 50 feet
Yeah.
from the ley line convergence.
Oh, okay.
So they're nearly there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5,
That's pretty
6,
good.
7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So use magic. The magic works without issues. Choose your effect. So we're doing the banish thing
Yes.
or bar a place. Oh yeah, banish.
Circle of
is-
Fey, nope.
No, it is banish. Oh yeah, banish a spirit or curse. Oh yeah. Does that work? It says banish a spirit or curse. Does that apply to them?
Yeah, I think it would
Okay.
in this case. So I think one of them. Do you want the guy or the gal?
I'm gonna go after the guy one because he's the one
Uh-huh.
that sucked me in. And
Okay.
I'm like,
Yeah.
Also is pointing a gun at me.
Uh-huh.
oh, yes, that's my plan.
Yeah, that's why.
Totally.
Oh,
Which-
which is totally Liliana's thing.
Yeah,
Yes.
totally in character.
That's their interpretation
That was
of
perfect.
that. Yeah.
Yep.
So
both of us take it.
that creature is torn apart
Okay.
by
So-
your magic.
Yeah, so there's that on the ground, there's just a red hot line. Probably I'm not focused enough to make it like the snake image.
Right.
But it goes and it probably circles around, almost like it was going to constrict, but it's more like almost a shadow of red on the ground
Sure.
around
Around the
boy,
guy's
right?
feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then it.
Yeah. Okay. It's like the the portal that Loki falls into in Thor 3. When they go to
Yeah.
they go to the old folks' home and there's that zzz, that
Yeah.
and he goes. The snake completes that portal, and the guy is like, "What?" Like he can't hardly even see the red line because he can't see magic really.
Yeah.
But the creature sees it coming, and you have the satisfaction of seeing that creature's terror, like actual fear.
Yeah.
In its not really eyes,
Yeah.
but. And it tries to get away, but it's so bound to this guy that it can't get away quickly enough. It's like yanking strings or breaking off. But it then is sucked down into the portal that you created.
Yeah.
And there's sort of a extraplanar, foof.
Yeah.
But in the real world, nothing really happens.
Technical term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technical
A foof. And the young man just collapses.
Yeah, okay.
He's passed out.
Okay.
We can
All right.
go back around. Oh, also, we're gonna have some back and forth harm.
That's good.
One psychic harm
Okay.
for the kind of like trading blows.
Yeah.
Because he did try to defend himself.
Really?
but-
Because I feel like nope. I get 2 hold, and I've used
Oh,
both
you're
of them.
stopping it. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that was a rules disagreement.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
Just like
In your power.
you helped a friend,
Yeah.
whether that was actually your motivation or not. But it fills you with warmth, probably, maybe a little.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Friendship is magic.
And in the spirit of friendship is magic,
Yeah.
Sonny, seeing that there are ranged weapons doing flying things, is going to get out of the way of any oncoming ranged crossbow-ness,
that seems
and
wise.
try to get behind the girl to kind of hold her for a better shot as a help.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, so we've got a prepped help.
Yeah.
I like that.
So I have the power of heart. When fighting a monster, if I help someone, don't roll cool. I automatically help as if I'd rolled a 10.
Boom. Okay.
So you get +1 on roll against that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what I'm like, Leonardo, the crossbow's not hurting it. What do?
They are fake creatures. Use your crossbow.
Oh,
or no, your
sick.
crowbar. There
yeah.
we go. The other C
Cold
word.
iron.
All right.
Yes.
You have the information.
Cool. I do have the information. So yeah, I'm just gonna take like a running leap and like. I feel like I can jump higher than I could before for some reason.
And probably not like 10 feet in the
No,
air.
no.
You
but-
might feel like it, and we'll
Yeah.
see if the dice agree.
But yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna like basically like
misstudy.
jump up and swing over the girl's head, like basically
Yeah.
straight into the torso.
Nice.
Yeah, of the being.
'Cause,
All right.
Yeah, you're behind her.
Right,
and
I'm
then
kind of trying to coordinate
I'm like,
this move with
I'm
you
like
with
swinging
with the
over
muggle.
both of your heads.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
And
Papa.
the creature sees you coming and is infuriated and is trying to retaliate, but let's see what happens.
So I got a +1.
Yep.
Two.
Take us out to the ball game.
Let's do this thing. That is definitely an 11.
Oh my.
Oh my.
So yeah, I'm going to be. So on 10, choose one extra effect. Yeah, I'm inflicting a terrible harm.
Okay. And you're looking at 2 psychic harm, which ignores armor, coming back at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I only got 2 hold.
Okay.
I can only do so much for making terrible life choices.
All right. So 2 harm in your brain meat, and you did how much damage?
4, 5, 5, 5.
Yeah, but these guys, cold iron is double, so
Well,
That's like 1,000,000.
that's all of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, 4. It's 4. It's already doubled for attacking. I already did that.
Right, but this is the creature's weakness,
Yeah.
and so in this game, the monster's weakness is what you have to use. And your crowbar rips through its sort of shadowy. You don't even feel it hit. It's just like you're whiffing through air, but you do see the shadow disperse and just spray apart as it's gone. You can feel the presence is
Cool.
gone. And then she passes out. This
All right.
young woman. So
And then I kind of fall down because my head hurts so bad right now, and I'm not. I need like some Advil,
yeah,
magic Advil.
yeah,
I could heal you.
Madville.
Yeah,
I was thinking about it.
because the fight's over and now the harm has caught up to me.
Are you at 3 harm?
I'm a
Why
4.
do you
4 harm. Okay, so that's real harm now.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got nosebleed and
Yeah.
what else?
I don't know.
Okay.
Everything I can't really see that well.
Have you ever had the migraine where your teeth hurt?
No, but I've had the ones where like just spots,
Yeah.
Go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, light sensitivity, sound sensitivity. Yeah.
nosebleed.
Yeah. Probably a little nausea.
Yeah,
Sure. Okay.
I'm down right now.
Okay. Sweet.
It's a weird reaction. Sweet. Hurt real bad, dude.
That's a GM reaction, that is. Oh, wow, you're really hurt.
Yes.
Every session ends with my character like suffering some grievous wounds.
Every session when Aelith isn't there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
I could heal you if you like. Didn't
Could
enjoy that
really
so much
use
last time.
something.
I have some Excedrin.
Yeah, I'll take that too.
The guy he never fired a shot, right?
Nope,
Okay,
he did
great.
not.
So there's no boo calling like, hey, is everything all right out there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Nope.
okay, boo's fine.
It was all silent.
We do need to lock this place away from these creatures again, though, because there may be more.
And we need to get these kids to safety.
Yeah.
And somewhere warm. Look, they're wearing nothing.
It's
True. I'm aware of the time. I think we should probably call this a good place to
I think
wrap.
we locked down this scene.
I'm going to suggest to Adam that we do a big magic to disperse this thing
Okay.
after the fact.
we do a big magic.
Yep. Big magic's a special move separate from the use magic roll. And it's kind of fun to look at, so hopefully we'll make that a follow-up.
Cool.
And
And Sonny will definitely be helpful with big magic.
excellent. Well, if we need a human component,
I don't know how I feel about these components.
what components aren't drained and fully expended at the use of in the use of a giant ritual?
They're
Well,
not-
if you say so.
I'm sorry. Oh yes, no.
It's so weird being on this side of the table and being able to relate to Liliana Volkov as opposed to Aelith, who's repelled
Like,
by half the things she says.
Yeah.
My GM feelings
Yeah.
are
She's my most
reciprocated.
likable character ever.
Oh my.
Warm and fuzzy.
So I think we have to game down there.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for joining us. We have our schedules online, happyjacks.org/schedule.
Yes.
Hey, I nailed it. First try.
Yeah.
And all the other fun shows that we have here, you can find them there. Too many to list right now.
Yep.
And we will be back in 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks with
This
more
many, that's two.
Interpol X,
Yep.
hopefully with a full house.
Yep.
Adam's back, and take this away from me because I really shouldn't be allowed.
You want to play Ayla?
And I make stories that scare myself. And
I'm a little spooked.
Yeah.
anyway,
All right.
thanks everybody.
Thanks,
Sleep
guys.
well.
Good night.
Walking through the lonely streets, I hear the thumping of their feet on the paving stones. I am not alone, hearing their breath rattling, whilst the other cattle sing their songs contrived about their quiet lives. I know that I've been chosen, and now my eyes are open wide.
You are listening to Interpol X, a Happy Jacks RPG podcast actual play in Monsters of the Week, powered by the Apocalypse.